Hello guys, Josh here bringing you another video. We got some more Pokemon news to go over. Today's an exciting day for some Pokemon news, so let's get started. So my first thoughts is, did we get the actual titles of the Pokemon Switch game? And it seems that way from different sources we've gotten so far over the time I've recorded these videos, over the time I've caught up, and I'm finally caught up to actually where I want to be. Well, not necessarily, but I have a couple more videos I have to do to be all the way caught up, but all the way caught up. But this video, I'm finally at the actual recent stuff now. I'm actually getting to more of the recent stuff. So this title here, is called, well, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And it has the trademark symbol at the end of it, showing that it has its credible, in this Pokey Arena, or if you know her as Jinx Club on Twitter, she actually stated that this Japanese is correct Japanese. This is someone that actually took their time out to create the title like an actual Pokemon game. Now, of course, you're not going to believe me over just looking at some image and just someone just could have just put characters together and made some nice looking logo, which I don't disagree, because there are some fake leaguers out there that are good at making good looking logos. So we're not gonna even deny that. But there is some other things here. So we have this right here that got posted by Gap no fan or whatever. Okay, whatever. And it says real leaks. Okay, so it says let's go. Okay, yellow remakes for the Switch. So I'm gonna come back to that line, but but we're gonna just keep talking about these as we go. Okay, two versions of Pikachu and Eevee. Which again, so basically with the yellow remakes thing going on here. Okay, so basically, to me, it's not really a remake. It's more like a reboot. It's probably gonna be more like a reboot, because if we're gonna, no one really wants the same game. Period. Okay, we've had Kanto, red, blue, and green, and yellow, once. All right, that's one time, and then we had uh fire red, leaf green. Then we had, of course, Kanto being inside of the Johto games, which is Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and Heart Gold, Soul, Silver. No one wants to go through Kanto again with red and blue. Okay, well, Ethan, even though Gold and Silver did put a twist on Kanto, coming back around to Kanto, having those two regions there, that was different. Don't get me wrong, but if they want to go based on that 100 years thing, they're gonna have to show something different. But we're gonna get down to that in just a sec here. Two versions, Pikachu and Eevee. So they're supposed to be saying that there is another version of the game, which, because we're supposed to have two versions. Pikachu, let's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu was the main one that we just saw with the actual title, Japanese title, and then the Eevee one is supposed to be coming later on, showing that title of that game, which is supposed to be called Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and maybe those games we actually choose between those two stars, and we have the option of choosing the original three main starters, and we could maybe have some new Pokemon in here. We're not sure on that. I don't want to. I'm really hoping this is a reboot instead of a remake, so we can actually have Pikachu and Eevee as a throwback to the old ones, and then we can also pick the new Pokemon, that we want to pick for Gen 8. Hopefully, this Kanto region that's supposed to be 100 years, of course, is supposed to be a little bit different. Hopefully. Then we have red and blue play a role in the story. Is your and you and your rival are new trainers. So we do play as new trainers. What they're basically saying there. But do we have new Pokemon? We still don't know that yet. Falling Pokemon return. Okay. HMs will still replaced with Pokerod from Alola, which I wouldn't mind keeping them, because that actually makes a lot of sense. Instead of having that H-Stem Slave there, then we'll be able to put moves that we want on our Pokemon significantly like we want to. Then we have here online as hub for players, so we do have a hub. for players, and people said it might be in our room, so we still don't know about that yet either. Pokemon Go inauguration, so uh, that could mean that there are some features in Pokemon Go that could interact with the Switch game. Or gameplay, depending on the mechanic and what we have to do with it. Catching Pokemon works like in Go, so a lot of people, so far as I've seen when I read some of this earlier today, that a lot of people don't like that Pokemon Go is going to be a thing where you flick the you know, have to flick the Joy-Con or you have to swipe the phone in order to catch the Pokemon. But if they interact with each other, then that could actually work because then you can trade between Go and Switch. And then the Go and Switch Pokemon game, or should I say Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Go, and then you can switch between those two, or you can switch between Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Go, and then actually have maybe win certain items by doing certain things and go and be able to transfer it to your Switch copy, or you'll be able to do stuff in the Switch game that will transfer over to Go and get your rewards that way. Like maybe if you do some like side quest in Pokemon Switch, you might get some lures like you have in Pokemon Go, and you'll be able to win like 5 of those or 10 of those between, depending on how fast you do the thing and how fast you do. I mean, how fast you do the quest and how much effort you put into completing it. So just something like that. It could work. It could work. Trust me. Then it says rewards in the game and Go for linking the two together. So basically, like I said, rewards in the game from each game from both games. Like in Pokemon Go, if you catch a Pokemon, you'll be able to send it over to the Switch game, but you can't send it back. Obviously, I wouldn't suggest doing it anyway. But you just catch it, catch some rare Pokemon and Go, send it over to the Switch game, and use it early in the game. It's like an early reward, technically, in its own way, really. But what it means by rewards, it means like I said, other rewards too. Is like you can win like rare candies and all that stuff. Well, the basic rewards you find in a while. Then you have here the new accessories can be used with Go and the game. So accessories, clothing, obviously. Um, Maybe we'll get jewelry for females, and maybe we'll get some type of I don't know, some type of watches for us. They say accessories, so that's what I think about when it comes to accessories. I'm saying. Um, and then we have an announcement soon releasing this year. So obviously, like we had a 2018 or later thing going on, but now it seems like it's more pushing to 2018. Obviously, showing that logo off again. And then we have something down here. Okay, so it says an anonymous user on 4chan claimed that the next Pokemon game for the Switch will have two versions called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. While this indeed from 4chan post with Emily saying naming the Switch games are weird from the timing of it. It seems like indeed that might be the title of the next Pokemon. Okay, this is TPC. Also seen promoting a lot of Eevee and Pikachu merchandise, and both of them are getting a huge spotlight during the next movie, also as well. Is the actual? I mean, is this actually going to be the next Pokemon? So we obviously from this thing, like I said, it's been trademarked, and we don't know if it's real. But as we keep talking about this, I'm going to show you that it's going to be more and more showing like it's real. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Like this is so hype right now. I'm like so hype right now. Like you don't even believe when I saw this along like a couple of days ago when I was doing the other videos. I was like, I really want to get caught up, and now that I'm here, I'm kind of glad because now it's like all those people out there, any YouTuber that I'm saying, or any person that ever doubted this Kanto reboot theory, and rumors and leaks and all that stuff. You were wrong. You were wrong. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but some of y'all was pretty darn wrong. Because that's why I said in each and every one of my videos, I said, still I will say it again. Take everything with a grain of salt, but keep an open mind. I said that multiple times in my videos. Keep an open mind. And what did happen? What happened? The cancel reboot thing actually ended up happening. I said this is like the closest thing. I said this in my video, one of my last videos. This is like the cancel reboot thing just keeps coming back around. And it seems like this is what it's pushing to. Pokemon, let's go Pikachu. And like I said, there's more people that confirm it's even credible people. You're talking about Cerebi, Joe Merrick. They all like they're like it's unconfirmed because of course Game Freak hasn't put out a trailer and all that stuff and said, oh, this is confirmed, obviously. But the fact that it's trademarked, kind of there. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. So you can somewhat believe what I'm trying to say to you. So Emily Rogers, this was here before, and the fact that the 7 million copies that downloads, 7 million downloads that Pokemon Go had, and the success of Go, they're trying to recreate that into the Switch game and make them both collide with each other and make a perfect Go Switch game. Which now I can understand more likely of where that Go comes from. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Go is in the title of the actual freaking title of the Switch game. It's right there. Go. And I mean, if this really is how they're gonna do this, be able to let you be able to flick and be able to walk and be able to see the actual Pokemon, like I don't even know. Let me pull up this image for you guys. You know what? I'll show it later on because there's more important stuff to look at right now. So as you know, we have this here. Okay, we already had this posted. Okay, so this is what Base AF saying that this he originally posted this. He originally posted this on his page. So this is where it originally came from. So there's your source right there. This is one source right there. Okay, so. This is not something, this is, he said, basically, this is the first, so I don't expect anyone to straight up believe me, but I have a source that can confirm these leaks are as true, and I guess, I'll find out in the future. The games will be called Pokemon Let's Go Pokemon Eevee / Pikachu. And he puts this on his page, so that's where the leak originally came from. I'm just taking off of what I've seen so far, okay? Then she turned around, PokeXPerto, the person that actually leaked stuff before in the past, along with other people that are very credible, leaked this as well. The same crap. I mean, she talks about, leaks and stuff, but I mean, she said, this is a person that definitely knows Japanese. So this is not just no crappy Japanese. Someone just wrote on the piece of paper and just said, oh, this is what the name of the next game is. No. This is something that she's saying is too official to be fake, basically. And that's basically, read between the lines. That's basically what she's saying. This is too well written to be fake. Let's move on. Pixel Park comes back and confirms it for us. He confirms it for us. And Pixel Park is the main one that he had some type of inside information. I don't know where he got it from, but he literally linked his stuff together. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Bam! Right there. Come on, guys. If you don't believe it now, do you believe it now? He came back and Pixel Park, he had that bet. That if he lost, he would redraw all of his tweets. He did that, and actually, he has a video on his page that we're gonna check out later, because this is no joke. This is not a joke. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up that video because I want you guys to see that too. Hold on. Guys, I was trying to make it full screen, but I can't. But this is the video right here. Okay, he said all the Switch hits were hidden in the Day X drawings. Here's the explanation. This is the first one. From day one, where he drew this thing. He said, drawing depicting Pokemon Yellow. Right there. Then he came back and redrew it to improve it. So basically showing that improvement from that Gen 1 graphic to the Switch, right? Okay. He drew the rival from Pokemon Yellow. And then he showed this right here by side. He said these are also the hits of the final game releases right here. Pokemon, what? Pikachu, Let's Go Pikachu, and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Right there. Right there. He didn't even do this before and add the Switch title. If he had did this, it just would have gave it away. It just would have gave it away. So he said these are also hints at the final game releases. Right there. He put this on day 10 plus 11. Right on day 10 and 11. He did hecka early. And then he came back and put Let's Go later on day 23. Wait, just keep watching. Keep watching. Project Beluga. He said Project Codename Beluga was hidden in the comic, also sneaked in the Game Boy and the Pikachu amiibo. The Pikachu amiibo and the Game Boy is on that man's desk right there. You can't see it because I don't have the big picture of it up, but it's on the desk. I've showed you guys. It's on the desk. It is literally on the freaking desk. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Viridian Forest. Let's talk. Let's talk. Okay, Viridian Forest. We saw this image before. He says, haha, our eyes meet. But he's not paying attention because he's on his phone playing Pokemon Go. Let's go. Pokemon Go. Come on, guys. And then on top of that, Viridian Forest, that is also in Pokemon Yellow. Okay? NPC line from Yellow. Pokemon Go integration. Let's go. He said at the end, because he said, this is awkward, let's go. He was telling his Butterfree to let's go because, the guy was literally on his phone. He wasn't battling with him like he usually would do in a usual game. Because this game is supposed to be unusual. It's supposed to raise some eyebrows like Emily said in her post. In her post. She literally said it. She literally said it here. With the two versions there. Yeah. Right here. I suspect that the name and branding for this year Pokemon Switch title, there's two versions might raise some eyebrows. It is raising some eyebrows right now because these are games that you would not expect to be the... You wouldn't expect them to be the names of the actual games. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't. You just wouldn't. I think this is the end of it, though. Yeah, he says, see? That was it. I had fun. See you. That's it. That's it, guys. Nothing else. Nothing literally. That was it. So what do we do now? All we doing basically right now is waiting. Okay? He confirmed it. And then on top of that, let's just confirm it some more for you guys, just to give you a little bit taste of more. Okay? Junichi Masuda posted this on May 10th. The same time around when Pixel Bar posted his tweet for Red and the Pikachu. The same exact time. And this right here is Luigi's hat, which Luigi, what does he say when he jumps around? Let's go, okay? And then the Pokeball, okay? Because you spin it around in Pokemon Go. And then you also have your Pikachu and Eevee, of course, as your starters of the new via Pokemon Switch game, or should I say Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Okay? Come on, guys. Let's get hyped for this. Come on now. Let's keep this hype train going, shall we? Okay. That's not only that. We have Joe Merrick, or should I say Sari.net, aka Cerebi.net. Okay? This guy hates leaks. He doesn't adore them whatsoever. But then this man came around a couple of days later. He said, in the games department, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Unconfirmed rumor. Over the past few days, the rumors have been in full swing across the internet about the upcoming Nintendo Switch Pokemon titles. However, earlier today, a logo went up on various guys message boards around the internet, which showcases the name Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which matches with various places of aligned leak information that have come up from the game at present. It is not known if it is official, but it will be. We will provide full details when they come. He posted this on the right there. It says it right there. So let's think about this, guys. Okay, we have one job. Okay, as PokeTubers, is to give you this information. I'm gonna tell you one thing though, and one thing only. Never, ever let anyone, seriously, anyone, call you stupid for showing someone leaks and rumors that could potentially lead to something. And this is again why I say again, even if you didn't hear me the first time, take some things with a grain of salt. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Keep an open mind. And as soon as something happens with the cancel reboot theory, everything comes fall into place. Everything. Every single thing. So, no one's stupid. Unlike some people say. And you know who I'm talking about. So, I'm not even gonna get that hyped over about it. You know who exactly who I'm talking about. But I'm saying to you guys that I would not sit here and lie to you guys for no reason, just to blow and turn your heads around for no reason. This is some real crap here. Cerebi said something, you know it's something up. You know? Here we go. Nintendo Soup. They put it on their thing. If you've been keeping up with the news for the past few days, I noticed that there's rumors of a Pokemon Switch RPG intensifying in the last few couple of hours. And the industry sources have came out seemingly agreeing upon one thing: the name of the Pokemon RPG for the Nintendo Switch. The name called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go even first appeared for 4chan. Obviously, 4chan is not always reliable either. But 4chan also had Pokemon Sun and Moon names on there as well. So, that don't mean nothing. The 4chan leak revealed a few more details on the lineup, which was heard from the other sources. It's a Pokemon Yellow remake. Again, I don't think it's a remake. I think it's more of probably going to be a reboot, because no one wants the same game again. And if we're starting as new trainers, I doubt it's going to be the same as a remake anyway, because usually remakes, they just follow the same story. Reboots, they probably do something completely out of whack. So, there will be two versions, Pikachu and Eevee. Both Red and Blue will play a role in the story, just like he said. All this is similar. So you can read all this, but this is obviously the same stuff I already read. A new accessory created for both games, Pokemon Go and Pokemon, for the Switch. Pokemon feature will from Pokemon Sun and Moon is supposed to be returning. So this is all basically what I just said a couple of minutes ago. This logo is what gave us everything we needed. Really, this is all we needed to confirm it. We got Rainbow Rocket from PokeXPerto here. Okay, Rainbow Rocket came from a parallel world in which the player doesn't exist. So that means that Giovanni could came from any guys, any type of. He could have came from this apocalyptic world where his world is sinking into the ocean, and obviously he wants to take over another world because the world that he was at is already almost gone. So he has no use for it anymore. So he came to Ultra Sun and Moon to try to take over, of course, using Rainbow Rocket. But it didn't work because, of course, in that universe, they got the 10-year-old protector. Which is kind of funny. Well, it's actually 11-year-olds because you have to be 11 to do the trials. So let me put it this way. An 11-year-old kid stopped Giovanni. First it was a 10-year-old, now it's 11-year-old. But in his time, there was no 10-year-old there to stop him. So he had to have an 11-year-old to beat him up. So it was just a placeholder. A placeholder for him to get beat eventually. So he tried to take his business elsewhere, and he wasn't able to do it. He just wasn't able to do it. So really, the real big threat was Giovanni, basically. And we stopped him. That's not even including the Ultra Sonic mechanic that we could still possibly get in these next games. Obviously, we talked about a lot of because it was just like an open trademark, and it was subjected to anything. It could have been car related, game related. It could have been anything related, merchandise related. But obviously, this could also be a game mechanic as well. So if like I said, people don't want the same game. So if they have like this new mechanic or something that has something to do with Pokemon Go or something that they're going to introduce into both games, what they're saying, because this is open market and it is specific to the games. But so that means that they could do anything with this Ultra Shiny thing. They could make merchandise off of it. Then they could turn around and put it as a game mechanic in the game, just like they did with basically the Z crystals. They had this little toy thing, and it kind of blinks when you use a certain Z crystal. So it's just different ways you could do it. I don't know, or they could do some type of Pokemon Go Switch type plus type walker thing like we have for Pokemon Go. So basically, if you really want to start getting this game, you probably gonna have to buy some Pokemon Go stuff too. I'm already thinking about buying the walker thing, but if they come out with a better version than they have now, I can just wait on that then. Because I'm pretty sure that Pokemon Switch is going to come with a bundle with the actual Switch, and they're going to put those in a bundle together eventually. So, I mean, but, I'd say, again, take this all with a grain of salt, but keep an open mind. Because this still hasn't been confirmed yet by Game Freak themselves, but as you can see, Junichi Masuda is putting out hits out there. He's putting hits out there, so maybe, just like, he's done that before. Sun and Moon, he actually showed a picture of the sun and the moon together outside when he was standing outside one day. So, he's done hints like that before. So, I mean, it's not too far-fetched to see him do it. Look, showing off Gen 1 Pokemon Snorlax. You got this Bulbasaur here on the page of Poke Shopper here, VGC, part of that anyway. Paul Ryan, matter of fact, speaking of Paul Ryan, he showed this off, showing that reminder that the Kabuto red figurine, it was re-released this year, especially made for the 2016 for the 20th anniversary. Green comes with Eevee, and of course red comes with who? Pikachu. Interesting, isn't it not? Two figurines that were re-released. For what reason though? Let's go Pokemon. Let's go Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu. Let's go Eevee. Two of the Switch games because they're coming out. That's why they did this. I feel like that's why they released these. Not only that, you also have what he said right here. They also had a whole bunch. He said just a clarification term. Let's go has been coined a few times in the merchandise this year. So there's that too, okay? So he said Paul Ryan's actually giving us more. He's giving us more. He's saying basically, I kind of agree with y'all. So basically, Eevee has appeared in all aspects of merchandise, including the movie 21st movie promotions. Obviously, Pikachu and Eevee has a big role in this movie. Period. One blank. The girl has the Eevee, and Ash, of course, has Pikachu. So it just works. Pokemon Center, the Presto, Takimura, and then WCT, and more. And, It's not even including the Project EV actual page and the nostalgia page that we've seen for the Twitter's pages that we've seen for those two. It just all falls into play. It all falls into play. It's just falling freely by itself, just falling for me. It's just falling. It's just the same thing basically what he said here. Um, then here, of course, no one at all has been able to debunk this image right here. You see this? Eevee on top of the trader's head, and basically they were saying is like there's supposed to be this thing where this is supposed to be Route 21 of Kanto, and the water, being in water, having a labyrinth, and basically when we walk into, let me pull this up for you. Basically, the Pokemon comes back, the following Pokemon, and then with the battles right here, it's not like the previous installments, which players would randomly trigger battles while walking into the grass or surfing across the water. They are visible in the water. The Pokemon models are swimming underneath you, around you, whether they aggressively try to chase you down or not. It remains to be seen. So basically, they did like an upgrade from what Sun and Moon did. Instead of you trying to go in the grass and trying to catch Pokemon, this would be good for a shiny mechanic because actually it'd be easier to figure out what Pokemon you want because you can just visually see them and just walk up to it and say, "Hey," and then it trigger a battle. Then, I mean, obviously they're not gonna take everything out from the olden days, but they're gonna keep some stuff in there, obviously. So probably like when on the outside in the old world, you'll be able to see, oh, that's a Gyarados. I'll go see if I can catch that thing and see what level it is, instead of just trying to surf the water and see if eventually you're going to get it. So it's a quicker way to get access to Pokemon, but it's going to be annoying because if you don't find another Gyarados or another Lovedid, it's going to be hard for the shiny people to get, versus just keep going back and forth in the water and you eventually get it. But this time you actually have to walk up to the Pokemon and be like, okay, I'm going to see if this one's a shiny. If it's not shiny, I have to go find another Gyarados and then see if that's what's shiny. So, it's a good and bad thing from a shiny person's perspective. And then we have this right here. Just some interesting things I've noticed. Project EV Twitter was born on November 21st. Its tweets often references 11/21, 2018 is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon Yellow, September 1998. And this is amazing because, guys, you gotta think about this. 1998, it was the year I was born, but Pokemon Yellow came out after I was born. It came out way later after I was born. So I was born in February, and this game came out later down the line. So it means there was a Pokemon game that was released in my year, which is cool to me. I adore that. So playing these games would be like a great honor to my year. So, bringing some of that nostalgia back by bringing Red and Blue into the story, I adore that. But bringing in that new Kanto, that new, stuff, bring it to me. Bring it to me. I'm gladly to have it. Bring it to me, please. If we get to be a new number, that's fine. But, I really would love to hear what they would do with new Kanto. This submerged, underwater, 100-year-old new Kanto. This Kanto that Giovanni has destroyed. This new Kanto that we have to fix and make it right and make it better. And make everything submerge back up from the water and everything becomes cool again. And maybe there was some Lily, maybe Lily grew up and maybe she looked like Luzame. You know what I'm saying? You never know what could happen in Kanto, in new Kanto. Maybe we already basically already saying Red and Blue is still around after 100 years. You tell me they're still around? And Ultra Sun and Moon and Sun and Moon, I'm pretty sure they're like 20 years old. So if they're around for like 100 more years, they gotta be at least 120 years old. I mean, they hecka old, boy. Hecka old. I mean, they better be in wheelchairs when I see them, boy. or at least like have a walker or a cane or something, because they gotta be hecka old. Because they mean they're gonna be like 120 or something like that. I was just thinking in human years, I'm saying, because that would make more sense. If you're already 20 years old and you're talking 100 years, it's 120. So I mean, obviously, you're basically almost feel like you're dying. I mean, they living, boy. They living they life to the fullest, boy. They been living for a good long time. Um. We have PokeXPerto, which has been useful, very useful in what he's been saying lately. He said there's a translated opinion in Twitter. Basically, someone registered those domains, but need to use services. SCS Corporation domains services provided commonly used by Nintendo for registering domains. And if you see up here, okay, you have these corporation domains right here, okay, and these domains are usually what Pokemon Registry uses for. They used it before for Pokemon Sun and Moon when they registered the title games for those games. So this means that they're done with the game. Really, they're putting in the titles and they're basically done. They're basically done right here. But basically, they're basically saying, we got the final product out. We got the titles going. We're done. We're done. This game is going to be out very soon, and most likely some trailers are going to be dropping not too long from now. You know, who knows? They might drop tomorrow. I don't even know, because I'm not even caught all the way up with my videos yet. Sarah B even comes over here and says they about the list about their domains and things like that from the Pokemon company stuff, and how they use the official Pokemon Sun and Moon website domain in order to put the titles out there. So that really, this all connects. It all connects. Pixel Bar came back and confirmed it again for us. The about the domains and stuff. So basically, this domain thing is actually happening, and they're saying that this means that they got the titles out there, and the game. We're waiting as the game content. We have this tweet from Snake the snake snipping at the snake snipping, and he posted this. This is supposed to be Pikachu, Eevee, Bulbasaur, and Charmander, and Squirtle. So these are probably going to be our starters, our usual stars, and then we'll probably have our Gen A stars. Who knows? We don't know yet. Masuda posted this on well, someone else posted this on May 15th, but Junichi Masuda back like a couple days from that date, he actually posted a picture at the time with the Pikachu and the Eevee in his hand again, in that same area where he posted the picture with the Luigi cap, Pikachu, and all that stuff. So you know he's, and then we had this right here. The center of the best bait is cute, a Pokemon refreshing feeling of Psycho Soda. So you know, just throwing more Pikachu and Eevee related stuff out there. You know. So that's really all I have for you guys. Let me know if I missed anything. Please, please, please let me know. I'll be doing 2 more videos tomorrow. And, of course, I'll see you guys in the next video. Alrighty. Because this is a lot, guys. I really don't know. But enough of my ranting. This video is going on for too long. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.